Hey, it's Sebastian from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and today I am joined by
Tom from Tailgunner.
Okay, so you guys have only been going a year. How rewarding is it for you to see your band growing, the fan base, and everything, and you're being lauded as heavy metal for the future? In fact, the revolution of metal.
Oh man, it's killer. Yeah, like it's everything's happened so fast. Obviously, I put in a lot of work, and we put in a lot of work prior to putting the band out in public. But you know, to have put it out there on New Year's Day this year, and now coming towards the end of the year, like we've got the EP out, the first label release, and we've just confirmed our first festival headline and Wildfire up in Scotland next year. So yeah, it's been a crazy year.
That's a fantastic festival up there. Just make sure you take your wedding boots, lots of sheep.
Yeah, we played last year actually, so it's
Right.
gonna be go back and headline it. A really cool place.
Crash Dive was only released yesterday. How pleased are you with the media feedback so far?
Oh yeah, it's been amazing. Like to obviously be working with Marcus and he's doing our press and such a fucking experienced guy in heavy metal. It's been pretty crazy. I never thought at this point we'd have too much press to actually share every single thing. You know what it's like as the band starting out. Anyone that'll write about you, you want to fucking put it out and share it. But it's like getting like 6 or 7 reviews a day now, and it's like I can't physically tell everyone each one. So, I mean, yeah, to be sport for choice, so to speak, is amazing. Really, I'm really pleased with the reaction to it.
Brilliant, mate. I mean, I've been into metal since 1981, showing my age. Yeah, I used to have long hair like you once. And I find your EP like really refreshing, but it's modern with a traditional vibe. I mean, what else can we expect from you guys? What's going to be going on next year? Are you going to be releasing an album?
So the debut album will come out in the summer of next year. The next UK headline tour is all booked. That's good to go. So we'll be announcing that early next year. And we're in talks for Europe as well. So we'll be coming over to the mainland as soon as possible.
That'd be amazing, especially Belgium, mate. You'd love it over in Belgium. They'll love you, honestly. Okay, the EP has only been like limited to 500 CDs. Do you think you'll be increasing that?
Let's hope so. If it sells well, then I'm sure that we'll print more. So 500 for now, and then, like I said, the album's out in the summer. So let's see if we can hopefully sell out of the EP pretty quick, and then we'll see where we're at. See what the demand's like before the debut album.
I think the title track is totally killer, and I love Das Boot. It's one of my favorite films, actually. So, can we expect more in the future with that sort of inspiration around the Second World War?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think war is a great subject for heavy metal. Anyway, but for me, it's not even so much about like the history and the battle specifically. It's what we as people go through in war. There's such a range of emotions and so much that you can really draw from. You don't have to sing about like specific battles or whatever it is. It's just war. It brings out so much of people that you get to see a different side of mankind, and I think that's very interesting.
And I understand you recorded the EP in an old church. Was that kind of spooky then? Any weird things happen?
Yeah, that was it was a creepy place. It was a lot of fun. Like it was actually, you know, people have been asking like, oh, so how did you get the money or whatever to go and record in that kind of place? But it was actually out of necessity because we made the album like a year before we ever even went public. So long before there was any basically holiday homes that we could go and move ourselves into and live there for a couple of weeks and bring all the gear in. And yeah, we came across this old Victorian chapel on the south coast of England. It was the dead of winter and the middle of the pandemic. So you can imagine what some of the people that lived nearby thought when they saw 5 dudes with long hair like wheeling in fucking Marshall cabinets and everything into this old church. But that was perfect. A very metal vibe and like surrounded by a graveyard. And we did most of the recording up on the altar in the middle of the night. And it was very cool because we could also sleep there and everything and like roll out of bed in the morning and like one guy's making the fucking coffee whilst another one's like tracking a guitar solo and So there was always something going on, and it was a really, really cool way to make the album, and I think it comes across on the record as well.
It's a total heavy metal way to do an album, man. Absolutely, yeah.
Living it, man. Yeah, for sure.
I love it. So did you have actual permission to film in the church, or did you just like break in?
It's the same with anything. We don't ask for better to what's the quote? Better to seek forgiveness than ask permission.
Yeah, I love the EP cover as well. That's proper like pure metal.
Yeah.
Instead of having that as a tattoo. Yeah, have you got any tattoos?
I've considered it actually. Like I said, I had this conversation with the rest of the guys, and we made this deal where if we got signed, this was on the tour in the summer actually. We said to each other, if we got signed, we have to get a Tailgunner tattoo. And then like 2 months later, we got the record deal. So we're all we're held to that now. It's got to happen.
Have you got any tattoos yet then, or is?
Myself, no. Like
Oh, so there you go.
yeah. So the Tailgunner one will be the first one. That's for sure.
You've toured a lot already. Is there a standout show for you so far?
Liverpool's become like a bit of a spiritual hometown for us because the band live all over the country, right? So we're not based in one city, but the crowd in Liverpool are just crazy, dude. Like our third show that we played was in Liverpool at a place called the Outpost, and it's this little it's like a back room of a bar, really really cool punk rock kind of venue, and that was sold out. And to like our first gigs, we played like back to back. There's these 5 shows, Liverpool being the third one, and to have our third show sell out was crazy. And there's footage of that gig on YouTube, and we were outside getting ready to come on, and the intro music's going, and the crowd are chanting our name and everything. And there was, by the end of the set, there was a dude crowd surfing, and to have that kind of reaction on your third gig and the first time that you've played in a city was, yeah, really, really special. So that certainly stands out. Every time we play, Liverpool stands out for us.
That sounds a bit different because like Manchester's got a really good rock and metal vibe there, and Liverpool we don't really hear about so much. So yeah.
True. Like I think a lot of people, Liverpool doesn't kind of get the credit, and I think if more people go and play there, then it will become that kind of thing because they're so hungry for it. There's definitely the fan base, even if there isn't so much the bands.
If there was a heavy metal song about yourself, what would you call it?
Well, Guns for Hire actually is about the band. That's kind of what I wanted when I wrote the song. Like, there's a song by Rose Tattoo called Rock and Roll Outlaw, which is all about like the band and the lifestyle and everything. And Guns for Hire was one of the first songs that I wrote for Tailgunner, and I wanted a song about us and about being a heavy metal fan in general, and like the way that people put this music down in the modern day, and it's like fucking backs to the wall and fighting for what you believe in, and not taking any fucking bullshit, because we know that heavy metal is what makes the world go round.
Absolutely, man. Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. Okay, so tell us, what was the last song you listened to today?
The last song I listened to today,
Tantrum, right? Yeah, okay.
So they opened for us on our last tour in Edinburgh and Glasgow, and they've got this song called Valhalla. We've all kind of obsessed with it. It's a little bit like Saxon, so I'm really into that at the moment. So I was listening to that earlier.
Can you complete this sentence? Everybody needs Tailgunner in their lives because
heavy metal is the law.
Cool. Okay. So there's 5 questions now. So the first one, vinyl or digital?
Vinyl.
Festival or small intimate gig?
Small intimate gig.
Beer or fish and chips?
Beer.
It's gotta be, man. Okay. Are you a saint or a sinner?
Then
Same. And the final one, who's gonna win, England or France?
England is coming home.
Get in. Love it, mate. All right, I want to thank you so much for your time. The EP's fantastic. I'm going to let you go. Take your girlfriend out for a nice evening. Have a great rest of the day, and hopefully I'll catch you at Bannerman's in Edinburgh, mate. It's epic up there. And yeah, take care. And awesome. All right, man. See you again. All right, thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.